Who's ready for a ThredUp DIY unboxing? Hey guys, it's me, Kay, and you've arrived at my weird little corner of the internet. Welcome. If you're new here, I'm a part-time reseller, mostly on Poshmark and eBay, though I do sell locally at an antique mall and on other online platforms such as Depop, Mercari, and Facebook Marketplace. And I have a major ThredUp addiction. I am an ambassador, so that means that I get $25 in credits every month. I did use some credits to purchase this one. It's normally $140 for the DIY designer for 7 pieces, and I paid $104.99 with shipping. There is $9.99 in shipping costs now. I still hate it. I will never not hate it. But so that brings my cost of goods per item down to $14.99, $15 roughly. This one's from Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania. It's a little bit bigger, like the depth is bigger than most of the ones that I get, so maybe that means I have something really good in here. We'll find out together. Here's what she looks like inside. Let's dig right in. So these now can have luxe items in them, not just straight up designer. And because it has the DIY moniker, they're often flaws, or, you know, not always, but sometimes the flaws are extremely minor. Sometimes they're very, very glaring flaws. Okay, so this is a brand I don't think I've ever sold this before. This is Derek Lam 10 Crosby, which I believe is a diffusion line. There is a little sticker right here, so I don't know if this is a dry cleaner sticker or like the Rent the Runway sticker. You guys will have to let me know. This is a size 4. It does, as I can already see, have a couple little like metallic gold threads that have come loose, but that's not really like a big issue. It's a skirt. I don't really pick up skirts, but it's like a midi length that does have some tulle underneath to give it a little bit of a shape. I do see a stain on the back. Where did it go? Right here. But it kind of blends in with the metallic threads, so I don't know if that'll be a huge detractor from someone wanting to buy it. I don't see any other huge oh, there's another one on the front right here. Hopefully you guys can see it. It's a stain right here. It's kind of like an orangey gold color. So I can maybe take a Tide pen to that, because I don't think I'd want to wash this, but otherwise I would probably just list it as is if I can't get the stains out. So that's item number 1. This is a brand, I don't like the person, but I like the brand. So this is Alexander McQueen. The tag has come off on one side, but not a huge deal. The last time I got something from this brand, I ended up sending it to the RealReal, and it's still there and still sitting. It's probably discounted to like 40% off or something ridiculous now, but this is a t-shirt. If it's not worth too much, I think it says McQueen, M-C-Q-U-E-E-N, I'm pretty sure that's what it says. If the comps on this aren't that great, I'll probably maybe just keep it for myself. I like to find things for myself in these boxes because I don't buy designer clothing for myself. I live in my Lululemon. This does not have a size that I can see. It looks like, oh, that might be for that one, but I don't know if there was supposed to be a tag up there underneath the brand. I also don't know if this is men's or women's. There is a whole bunch of big tags in here. It says a size 48. I think that's a men's size. So I'll have to look into that, but I don't see any issues with this, like no stains. If there's anything under the underarms, it's very light and there's color there, so you wouldn't really be able to tell, but just some overall light wash wear. Here's the back. So I'll have to look up comps on this because I don't know if the $15 cost of goods investment would be worth it to try and list that versus keeping it for myself. Next we have a brand that I do not pick up anymore. It's Oscar, and this is Oscar by Oscar de la Renta, so another diffusion line. This is a size 10. Here is the tag, and this is a blazer. I used to pick up blazers. It does have light shoulder pads, but not so much anymore. 2 buttons, it looks like. There is a mark here on the back, but it's very faint. Right here. The front looks okay. That didn't sound very convincing, did it? Maybe some light underarm marks, nothing crazy. But yeah, the front looks good. The back just has that one little black spot. But yeah, so size 10, Oscar de la Renta. And I don't see any fabric tags unless it's up here, and it's up here. Rayon, linen, and silk blend. I'm sure I can sell it. I just wouldn't have picked it up for $15. Okay, next we have Burberry Brit diffusion line again, but I'm okay with this brand. This is a size medium. And this is a short sleeve polo, gray. It's got a little bit of the Nova check on the inside of where the buttons are on the collar, and then it has the embroidered logo here. Size medium, is this men's? I don't know, this might be women's. I don't know if Burberry Brit is both or just one. I know I've sold women's Burberry Brit before, but I don't know if they also do men's for that line. Is this another skirt or a dress? I think it's a dress. Okay, so this is Helmut Lang. I have sold this brand a few times before. Size 6. Sleeveless, little drape neck. Dress, it's very basic, but it feels nice. It's got a little bit of a fringe down here at the bottom. But I don't know if this is supposed to be like a slip or what. It does have a back zip, but I don't see fabric content unless I'm just missing it, which highly likely, honestly. Okay, here it is. Spandex and silk, 95% silk. The shell is polyester, but the lining is silk. So I will have to see if it does have a style number on there, so maybe I can find it. I've had good luck in the past trying to find stock photos, or at least the names of the pieces from Helmut Lang. So we'll see, because I'm definitely not doing it justice here, per usual. One more clothing item, and then there's a bag in there. This one has the Real tag on it that says pre-owned. This one is a wool, angora, rabbit hair, and cashmere blend. That's promising. And this is Helmut by Helmut Lang. Lots of diffusion lines in this box. Size small. But if this doesn't have big flaws, this could be a decent sell. It has a really strange like scoop neck. Gray, ribbed sleeves. Does need a little bit of a sweater shave down on the sleeves. But I don't see any stains at the moment, because I know the Real supposedly doesn't take flawed items, but they do. They absolutely do. They have sold so many flawed items for me that were from designers. So I'll have to look this over a little bit more when I go to list it, because that's usually when I find the flaws that I don't notice when I'm filming. But at first glance, this looks fine. And then, like I said, the last item's a bag. All right, I've gotten a couple pieces from this brand before. So far, I have not sold any of them. I've gotten a bag before and a pair of shoes, or 2 pairs of shoes, I think, and I'm pretty sure I haven't sold any of them. But the brand is Todd's, and this is it's like velour or velvet, but I mean, it's a nice looking bag, and it appears to be in somewhat decent condition. Not much corner wear. Does have little tiny feet. It's got all 4 feet. There's a little bit of scuffing here on the side, and it looks like someone possibly tried to color it in with like a pen or a Sharpie, but they didn't do that great of a job. That's all right though. And it does have this little strap that goes across through this buckle in the front. The inside, oh, it's sticky. Ew. Okay, so it looks clean, but like I have the residue on my fingers now. That's gross. Ew. So I'll have to see if I can attack this whole interior. It's double-sided. There's like a middle section and then the 2 sides. But yeah, the whole thing is like, oh, it's so gross. Okay, so that's a bummer, but I mean, I think I can, like I said, go over that with some wipes, like water wipes or something, baby wipes possibly, and try to get rid of that stickiness, because otherwise she's in pretty good shape. So we have the bag from Todd, that's one. We have the Helmut Lang cashmere Angora sweater, this Helmut Lang silk dress, the Burberry Brit polo shirt with a little Nova check there, the Oscar by Oscar de la Renta linen blend blazer, this Alexander McQueen t-shirt that I may possibly keep, and what was this one? Oh, the Derek Lam 10 Crosby gold skirt with the tulle. So those are my 7 items from this box. It's okay, it's pretty average. Nothing really blew me away from this one, but if I keep that t-shirt, then I got an item for myself in here that I otherwise would never have purchased for myself. So I'm glad I did pay a lower amount for this box, the $105 versus the $150 basically for the box plus the shipping now, and only paid $15 a piece instead of $20. So let me know what you thought of this box. It's been a little bit since I've done one of these, and I still have 4 more to unbox at some point in the near future. So yeah, let me know how you think this box was, if you've gotten one of these in the recent past, and how they were. And yeah, other than that, if you like this video at any point, please give it a big thumbs up. It really helps me out here on YouTube to know what type of content you enjoy seeing from me. And as always, if you're not already subscribed, please consider subscribing. I'd love to have you here at my weird little family on the internet, and I hope to see you next time. Bye guys.